The single most expensive repair bill in the Warranty-Wise Reliability Index, built from 1.6 million UK repair data points, was £44,401 on a Land Rover Discovery Sport. One repair on one car, more than the price of a new Japanese SUV with a 7-year warranty. That number is not an anomaly. It is the ceiling of what happens when the wrong SUV meets an expensive problem out of warranty. This list exists so you know which SUVs carry that risk before you sign anything. I'm a mechanic. I've run a workshop for over 20 years. I've got nothing to sell you. Let's get into it. Number 10. The Nissan Qashqai CVT Automatic pre-2022. The Qashqai defined the family SUV segment in Britain, and for years it deserved its popularity. The issue is specific and worth understanding precisely: the CVT automatic gearbox in older versions and what happens to it past 60,000 to 80,000 miles. Juddering under acceleration, overheating in stop-start conditions, delayed engagement pulling away from junctions, and in the worst cases, complete transmission failure with a replacement bill exceeding $5,000. British specialist gearbox rebuilders are handling hundreds of Nissan CVT units every year. The 1.3 DIG-T mild hybrid in the newer models is a meaningfully better setup. The honest catch here, a well-specified manual Qashqai with a clean service history is a different car entirely. The problem is concentrated in the CVT, not the Qashqai as a whole. Know which version you are buying. Modijin. Number 9. The Volkswagen Tiguan DQ200 Dry Clutch DSG. Not every Tiguan is the same car, and being clear about this distinction is the difference between a good purchase and a very expensive one. The wet clutch DQ250 and the newer DQ381 gearboxes are solid, well-sorted transmissions. The DQ200 dry clutch 7-speed, fitted to lower-powered petrol variants, is the one that generates the workshop bills. Clutch plates that run without oil cooling generate heat, and they generate it fastest exactly where most British driving happens: urban stop-start conditions. Clutch failure before 60,000 miles is documented across thousands of UK owners. Parts replacement alone exceeds £1,000. If the mechatronic unit goes with it, the bill rises further. Ask the specific gearbox code before you look at anything else on any used Tiguan. The car in the right specification is genuinely good. The wrong specification at the wrong mileage with an unknown service history is a risk you do not want. Number 8. The Vauxhall Mokka. Third worst for reliability in the Honest John Satisfaction Index 2025. The pattern across Vauxhall's current range, Corsa at the bottom, Astra and Mokka close behind, suggests this is not a model-specific issue. It is a manufacturer-level problem running through the Stellantis platform that underpins all of them. Electrical faults, infotainment that misbehaves, build quality that deteriorates faster than the price implies. The Mokka Electric specifically carries additional risk. Stellantis has been through factory closures, restructuring, and financial headlines significant enough to raise legitimate questions about long-term parts supply and after-sales support. For a conventional petrol car you might keep 3 years, the brand uncertainty is manageable. For an electric car where you are thinking about the battery replacement picture in 8 to 10 years, it is a much bigger question. The resale values reflect what the market thinks about that question. Number 7. The MG ZS. What Car's Reliability Survey puts MG last of every brand in Britain, a 38% fault rate, better than 1 in 3 cars needing unscheduled work. Electrical problems, infotainment failures, build quality that does not match the showroom photos. The price is real. But the cost of ownership is not the same as the purchase price, and on the ZS those two figures diverge quickly. The parts supply chain lacks the depth of Japanese and Korean manufacturers, so repair costs when things go wrong are higher than the budget pricing implies. The resale value penalty is the market pricing in exactly that. Number 6. The Jeep Compass. Jeep caps its UK warranty at 100,000 miles. Every other mainstream manufacturer in Britain offers unlimited mileage. That ceiling is a manufacturer statement about what they expect to happen to their cars after that point. Consumer Reports ranks Jeep dead last of every brand they test, 4 years running. Alfa Romeo, Jeep, Land Rover, Fiat and Ford all appear at the bottom of at least one major UK reliability survey in 2025, according to aggregated data from 5 independent sources. Jeep appears at the bottom of most of them. The Compass specifically sits on a Fiat-derived platform and inherits that platform's known weaknesses: electrical complexity that does not match the price point, a dual-clutch gearbox that rewards careful urban driving and punishes aggressive stop-start use. The 35% fault rate documented in UK reliability data means more than 1 in 3 owners encounters an unscheduled repair inside a typical ownership period. The discount you get on a Compass at a dealer right now is real. The reason for that discount is also real. Number 5. The Peugeot 3008 pre-2022 PureTech Petrol. The 3008 appears in the bottom of UK reliability surveys consistently across multiple years, and Honest John notes it is not the first time. The specific fault I want you to understand is the 1.2-litre PureTech 3-cylinder engine, code EP3, which carries a timing belt that runs inside the oil. When that belt fails, and there is documented evidence across the Stellantis platform that it fails, it does not give you a warning. It takes the engine with it in a single event. The repair costs more than the car is worth on many used examples. Peugeot moved to a chain on post-2022 models, and the situation has improved meaningfully. But the volume of pre-facelift 3008s still moving through the British used market means this is a live risk, not a historical one. Ask for the engine code, ask for evidence of belt inspection. If neither can be confirmed with paperwork, move on. Number 4. The Range Rover Evoque. The Evoque is one of the most visually successful compact SUVs ever designed. That design sells cars that the reliability data cannot justify. Independent fault surveys put the Evoque in the bottom 10 of every UK reliability study it appears in, with a fault rate approaching 40%. Air suspension that becomes expensive out of warranty, electronics that require dealer-level diagnostic equipment to address, water ingress through door and windscreen seals, and balance shaft failures that nobody sees coming. And there is the April 2026 JLR recall, sitting over 170,000 mild hybrid vehicles: Evoque, Defender, Discovery, Velar, Range Rover Sport, full Range Rover, for a DC-DC converter fault that can drain the 12-volt system and cause the car to coast to a stop without warning. JLR received nearly 6,000 field reports before the regulator intervened. At the time of this video, no fix is available. Owners are still waiting. Number 3. The Land Rover Discovery Sport. No, a 40 to 45% fault rate in independent UK reliability surveys. Bottom 5 of every study it appears in. The highest single repair bill in the entire warranty-wise 1.6 million data point study was 44,401 on a Discovery Sport. That is one repair on one car. Some individual repair requests on Discovery Sport models have approached $26,000. These are not outliers generated by catastrophic accidents. They are the normal consequence of complex electronics failing in complex ways in an expensive car that requires expensive dealer equipment to diagnose. The April 2026 JLR mild hybrid recall covers the Discovery Sport. No fix is available. The car sits at the foot of the warranty-wise data. Electrical gremlins, gearbox issues, air suspension failures, bills between £2,000 and £5,000 are described as common by the UK data. I have watched good people walk in here with Discovery Sports and good intentions, and I have watched those good intentions become very expensive education. Number 2. The Range Rover Velar, one of the most beautiful cars Land Rover has ever built. I will say that without hesitation because it is true, and because it is also completely irrelevant to whether you should buy one as a family car on a finite budget. Warranty-wise places the Velar in the bottom 5 of its entire UK reliability study. Balance shaft failures, transmission issues, dashboard rattles that become expensive disassembly jobs, and the electronics issues that run as a common thread through every JLR product. The air suspension, the system that gives the Velar its remarkable ride, is a documented cost center when it fails out of warranty. And it does fail. The JLR mild hybrid recall covers Velar models built from 2021 to 2024. The DC-DC converter fault. No fix available. Buy a Velar with remaining manufacturer warranty and a strong independent specialist network behind you, and the experience can be genuinely special. Buy one without those two things and you are taking on a financial exposure that the badge does not warn you about. Number 1. The Land Rover Discovery. Bottom of the warranty-wise 2026 Reliability Index, not in the bottom 10, at the very bottom, a score of 17.2 out of 100. For context, the Toyota Yaris sits at 89.2 in the same index. That is not a minor difference of opinion between two datasets. It is the difference between a car that costs almost nothing unscheduled to own and a car that the data says will cost you significantly, repeatedly, and unpredictably. Cooling system failures, AdBlue system faults, timing chain and turbocharger issues, transmission problems, a consistent list of electrical failures spanning multiple model years. In the April 2026 JLR mild hybrid recall, leading the warranty-wise data in the wrong direction on every metric that matters. Some individual repair bills on Discoveries have approached $26,000, and that is before we mention the ceiling figure of $44,401 on its sibling, the Discovery Sport. The honest other side, because I always give it. A Discovery maintained properly by a JLR specialist, with a realistic ownership budget and no illusions about what it costs, can be a genuinely extraordinary machine. Those owners exist, and they tend to be clear-eyed about what they have signed up for. The regret data comes from the buyers who trusted the badge and did not check what the numbers said underneath it. Whether 10 SUVs, 10 honest verdicts. The data is not personal. It is just the record of what these cars have actually cost the people who bought them. Check it before you sign anything. What is the worst repair bill you have faced on an SUV? Make, model, and the damage. Drop it in the comments. I read every one. You know what to do with that subscribe button.